Hello, my tubers. I just wanted to talk about philosophy for a little bit because there have been a few comments of people who have talked about philosophy, and I just want to say my thoughts on it. And I truly think that philosophy is very fascinating. There's so many different, the definition of philosophy or like the study of philosophy is like, I think it incorporates like logic, figuring out like the nature of reality through logic, like the logical interpretation of the nature of reality. And there's so many different kinds of what is it called? There are so many different like thought potentials with philosophy. Like there's so many different ways you can go with it. And I took some basic philosophy classes, so I am absolutely not an expert on it, and it's not my like personal field of study, but it is fascinating, and I think it can lead to great conversations. I also think it can lead to, like, if you go too far down into like solipsism or something, I can definitely see how that would be detrimental to people. Nihilism, like there's some bodies of philosophy that can be harmful if somebody takes it too far, but like just the idea of it I don't think is necessarily harmful. But anyways, my personal take on philosophy and why I'm not as into it anymore, and I do think it can definitely spark some interesting, fascinating conversations about the nature of reality, which is my favorite thing to talk about. It's like the coolest thing ever. But I personally believe that the nature of reality can't be described with words. And so using logic to describe it, I feel like is useless personally. I'm not saying philosophy is useless. Like the discussions, the conversations, it can like be some people's entire life paths. Like it does add so much, like this whole discussion of reality. It adds so much depth to this experience. But my belief, which is just words, and my belief is that all of these words, all of these discussions, all of these like philosophical ideas, they are just pointers, and some of them are closer to the truth than others, but I don't think you can truly get to the truth of reality with words. And I have experienced things in meditations that are beyond description. And if you look at so many of the most famous like scientists, many old like ancient philosophers, like they have reached a similar conclusion that it's beyond what we can talk about. So I think that is the thing about philosophy that I have a hard time with, is like it's fascinating and there's so much to explore with it, but I truly think that it can't fully get you to the truth. I think that the spiritual, it is spiritual because everything is, but I think that philosophy potentially, when combined with meditation and like inner experience and inner transcendence of words, of thought patterns, I think it could be beneficial. But I do think it does fall short if somebody turns a philosophical body of thought into their belief system and believes only in that body of thought. I hope that you get what I mean. I don't think it's bad. I think it is truly fascinating to talk about some of these ideas, and they're fun ideas, but I think that people can take them too seriously. And I truly believe, once again, this is my experience, just my words, just more thoughts I'm adding to the equation, but the nature of reality is beyond anything that words can describe. It is beyond any thoughts. It is something, it is only something you can truly tap into with pure presence, pure awareness, pure consciousness. And that is something that generally needs to be practiced and not talked about. That's something that generally you need to be letting go of thoughts instead of adding more. So, yeah, I would love to know why you guys are into philosophy. I know I used to be, because I was like, I love these deeper conversations about the nature of reality and existence. It's like so mind-blowing, so amazing, so incredible. Like this life, this existence, it's so cool. And there's a lot of different ways to look at it. Like we all have our own unique perspective. And I definitely have gone down the rabbit holes of different studies of philosophy. And they were really fun at the time, but I feel like I've kind of like left them behind at this point. I would love to know what your favorite, if you are into philosophy, what your favorite philosophers are and why. And yeah, I'd love to have a discussion about it, because this is my own personal opinion, my own experience. And yeah, I would love to hear yours. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.